Hey, yo, what's good, Josh? Boy, Faded Together. Welcome back to another Warframe video. So today, here, I'm trying to show you the Dragon Fist himself. You know what I mean? The Fist of Fury, the Monk of the Ages, the Shaolin Shutdown, the Demon with the human. Yeah, I don't know where I was. But what's good, y'all? I'm here to show you guys my Baruuk Prime build here for 225. I don't think I've ever did a Baruuk build, to be honest. Well, here we are. So I am building onto Baruuk, thanks to some nice inspiration that I got from my homie Hunk Pain. If you guys are familiar to this channel, he does all the numbers and all that good stuff for you guys because I don't.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
I give you a basic rundown of his abilities and how they work and how you can use them to the best of their abilities. But numbers, no, it's not get along. But I got my Chevy hoodie on, and I hope you guys are ready. Because if you guys are just now tuning in first time, we'll let us see more Warframe content like this. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button because it's about to get good, baby. How y'all doing? Cue the intro.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and just get a quick rundown on his abilities. So first his passive. Each projectile dodge, each enemy load or disarmed, erodes Baruuk's restraint and fuels the storm within. Now, Storm Within, that is in Serene Storm, that means his hands, D's, which are rated E for everyone when it comes to Warframe. But Storm Within, Baruuk's restraint is diminished. He becomes up to 50% more resistant to damage when it's completely down. So you can pretty much get a 90% damage reduction when you just constantly reduce his restraint meter. Now, but first ability is Elude, dodging all incoming projectiles, but only while not attacking. Use again to deactivate this ability. So you can dodge pretty much everything moving as long as you're not attacking, which is pretty nice. Now, that does not count for melee or anything that is like AoE, but projectiles, you're good to go. So like bullets, you're fine. Next, we have Lull, puts them to sleep. A calming wave slows enemies until they fall into a slumber. Enemies woken by damage will be confused and disoriented. Short-term amnesia means all waking enemies forget anything that happened before the lull.
I think she's right. You are retarded.
Yeah, that is like probably the best sleep I've probably ever had. I've definitely seen myself. Okay, yeah, I've seen myself being low. Okay, yeah. That's what low is. Those are desolate hands. Going wild. Yeah, sorry. Desolate hands summon a bevy of orbiting daggers to seek out enemy guns, destroying them with a small explosion combined with the loop to double the range. We got Serene Storm, which is his brass knuckles, pretty much. And yeah, some of them they do can raise the damage of it, which scales with ability strength, and the damage as well, which also scales with ability strength, which is nice. And it does not take energy, it takes restraint. So how do I say this? The less restraint you have, you can use. So if you have, okay, so on your meter, right, if your meter is full, you cannot use Serene Storm. Hence the passive saying enemies projectile dodge or enemies load or disarm erodes his Baruuk's restraint meter. So the Storm Within, Baruuk's restraint is diminished. She becomes 50% more resistant to damage. That doesn't matter, but you can use your Serene Storm. The less restraint in your meter that you have, the more you can use your Serene Storm, if that makes sense.
What do you mean by that?
Cool. That's why I am going to stack very heavy into range. You feel me? Oh, and let me know if you guys like the new camera quality. You boy upgraded. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the build, baby. So this is the build I'm running. I'm not running what do you call it? Not low, but I'm not running the first one. Sorry, I'm not running Galoot. Oh my god, Jesus. When I'm running Galoot, I'm running Wrathful Advance, just because you know me, I like my rare crits on my melee builds. I like seeing big old numbers. We have Cross Projection, Prime Sure-Footed, Prime Continuity, Prime Float, Overextended, Intensify, Arcane Strike, Arcane Blessing. Why aren't you running Arcane Fury? I just like having more health in my health pool, so I don't instantly get one shot. We still have a little bit of time. Next I have Reactive Storm. Serene Storm Augment grants Desert Wind. It's 250% status chance and changes the damage to match the enemy's weakness, which is insane. That means we don't need to add a enemy faction mod, because this makes Desert Wind, sorry, it makes our Desert Wind automatically a faction damage thanks to Reactive Storm, which is so freaking good. Stack that with Roar, you'll probably get some big numbers too. If I'm being for real. So Roar, that shoot viral. You can go a lot of ways with building your Baruuk, but that is just the build. Going Phantasma, the only thing you gotta worry about is primary dexterity. Next Epitaph, which is our primer, which is heat and viral. Now, if you want, I am running a melee influence build, strict electricity. We'll switch out Scorch for just electricity, just because, just to get a better primer. And we're going secondary dexterity for more. So we get a flat 720 increase to our melee damage, thanks to Phantasma Prime. Now you don't need cross projection, but since we're not running any armor strip, cross projection is pretty nice. But you can just go for your steel charge to give you that additional melee damage, which will also be very, very good. If you're running wide, I only have one yellow shard, because I don't have the bile to take off my purple shards from my other frames. So we're rocking this for now. Just effectively to help boards. It's been working very well. We still hit pretty hard. We're still in the millions. So we have Volcanic Prime just for the speed. It's the evolutions. Seeing Red, Swordsman's Celerity, and Quanri's Fortune. It's the build, Ribbonless, Blood Rush, Pressure Point, Mars Contempt, Orchid Shadow, Voltaic Strike, Galvanized Steel, Focus Rundown, Weeping Wounds, and Dreamer's Wrath, all along with melee. And next we're running Cinerook. Don't need it, but I just like having extra energy. You know me. You know me. This is our Desert Wind Prime build. Works for any faction. Thanks to handy dandy, what's that? Desert Grace or whatever. A dogment that we just talked about. Weeping Wounds. Voltaic Strike, Prime Pressure Point, Prime Reach, Galvanized Steel, Blood Rush, Amalgam, Organ Shatter, and Galvanized Elementalist. And Dreamer's Wrath just for more crit damage. And for the Cafe, running Nautilus with the Verglas to prime our enemies with cold and viral. Well, in this case, electricity and viral, so he's an amazing primer with our Verglas. And now let's just pull him in thanks to Cordon and it's the build. But we can switch build command, so we can go pulling, you know. But like we really just have it here just for funsies. But this would be the usual build. The usual build that we usually use, you know. Usually. But yeah, this is the usual build. Nothing crazy. You go send fiber too if you want. And yeah, guys, that is my Bruce Lee build. If you guys want to see more and more RPG content like this, just hit that like, share button yet again, because I'm out here next one. Peace.
I got these bad bitches with me. I feel like Bruno, but call me Uno, cause I got one of them with me. And I'm a beast, pity, this shit gon' bang, shitty, gotta put on for my city, bitch, I keep everything I never had enough, all this money got me acting up. Niggas be mad as fuck, cause they know I gotta bag it up.